Ayan, sige. So yun, welcome back again sa AUCSC Tutorials. Ngayon, kakatapos na lang sa ating diagnostic class number 6. Para dun sa mga bago, lagi tayo mayroong exam before our class because of two reasons. First is ginagamit namin siya as monitoring system for the academic system and kung sino pa yung need ng special tutorial sessions para yung mga nahihirapan talaga. Na, meron kasi iba na nag-message talaga sa amin. Tapos entertain naman namin at merong iba na hindi na nalapit. So kami na yung nalapit sa kanila. Because as we've said sa start pa lang na to is throughout the 6 weeks, 6 to 7 weeks of training is if hindi kayo makapasa dun sa previous lessons, is hindi namin kayo papatawarin sa next lesson. Kasi nga, aalagaan namin kayo from the start. And hierarchy yung lessons natin na sunod-sunod dapat siya. So, dapat is mamamaster niya siya. So, right now, yun yung first pa lang na reason. And then second is, yun nga, tulad na sinabi ko kanina, kailangan masanay ng mga brains niyo na magsagot ng exam. Hindi pwedeng konting practice lang na walang time pressure. Dapat sanay kayo with the pressure sa all for ano ngayon, 19, you have 43 days remaining. So with those 43 days, masanay na yung utak ninyo na magsagot under time pressure. So now let's proceed sa ating lesson. Ang first part natin is, since marami yung bago dito, wait, let me count. Yeah. And then meron ding mga nagsabi na nalilito pa rin sila sa bakit daw nagtapos agad sa introduction to algebra and nalilito pa daw sila. So first part natin, sinrecap ko lang yung fundamentals ng algebra equations. Tapos from there is magka-solving ulit tayo sa class. Tapos proceed tayo sa ating next type ng algebra problem, which is yung consecutive integers and I forgot the third one. Where's my book? Wait, consecutive integers and I think it's digit problem. Yep, it's digit problem. So yeah. Okay, so now let's proceed. Let me just share my screen. Oh, wait. Share ko din pala muna yung sige, wag na. Okay, lesson na tayo. Okay. So here we view the air. Okay. Any whiteboard. January is very good. Okay, dito na. Okay, since I've said na gusto na ulit tayo sa fundamentals, literally, fundamentals muna ulit tayo. This is not gonna be as long as na ginawa natin ng day 3, pero dadaanan pa rin natin talaga kung ano yung kulang sa inyo. Tapos, wait, may nalilito. Sorry, ano po kayo? Hindi pa pala nabalik. Teka. Set ko lang sa GC, balik na tayo. Ayan. Hi, Sir Francis. Welcome back. And, so, as I was saying, introduction ulit tayo sa algebra. Ayan. Hi, Sir Francis. So, yung mga nalilito pa rin sa algebra. Sige, babalikan natin siya ng konti. Tapos, pupunta tayo sa solvings, which is probably yung sa diagnostic 6, yung sa solve natin, para ma-apply nyo na agad siya in a little bit of, little complex na scenarios lang naman. Okay, so, introduction tayo sa algebra. Okay, first is, what is algebra? Okay, ilang beses ko lang kinuwento to na this is my own definition of algebra, but algebra is simply just solving for x. Okay? Wait, what am I using? Hang on. Wrong board. Wait lang. I'm gonna use a different board. Oops, not working. Yan, okay. Okay. Okay, yan. So again, welcome again sa algebra. Bakit algebra yung pinaka-importante sa numerical? Kasi si algebra actually, yung algebra problems, it doesn't make most of it. It's like 30%. Okay, it's not really one half or something. 30% lang siya. But if tignan niyo yung lesson plans natin, let me open up the lesson plan. Kung bakit algebra talaga yung foundation of everything. Kasi lahat ng kailangan ninyong aralin na basics for algebra, siya na rin yung another 50% of everything. Okay? And then, yung concepts kasi dito sa algebra, papakita ko lang saglit para mag-gets ng ninyo kung ano yung importance ito. Hindi lang siya, gusto namin magmalaki na kaya namin mag-solve ng mahirap na problems. No. Because everything na we're trying to build up for algebra is siya na yung the rest ng civil service exam numerical content. Okay? So let's, dito, balik tayo dito sa ating lesson plan. Para malinaw tayo ang bakit pinapaulit-ulit natin dito. Hindi to optional lang. This is really required and what's needed. So dito, di ba, first 2 weeks, tatapos natin yung single variable word problems. Sa first week, ang tinapos natin is divisibility rules and then plus minus times divide PEMDAS. Dito pa lang alam nyo na yun eh. Di ba, sinabi ko, hindi sapat na alam nilang kung paano. Kasi anihin mo kung alam mo lang yung paano, if hindi mo naman siya magawa ng mabilis. Dito lang yung meron tayong speed na labanan kasi the rest is accuracy na dapat. Okay, speed, nope, accuracy versus speed. But we need speed here sa basic stuff na to. Plus, minus, times, divide, and PEMDAS. Kasi if wala kayong speed dito, wala na. Mamamali na. Nahirapan kayo matapos yung numerical content. And bukod dito sa speed na to, accuracy na for the rest na yun eh. And to be able, para matapos yung first 2 weeks, di naman yung kailangan natin. Basic operations, divisibility rules, algebra formulas, factoring, rules of exponents. Ito yung grade 6 math, right? And ilan ba sa civil service exam, nakikita nyo naman siya sa reviewers. Maraming super basic lang na parang 2 steps lang masasolve nyo na agad. 'Di ba? So nandito siya, inaaral natin lahat ng yun para in preparation for this. So technically, ito na yung pinakamahirap. And since nasasolve nyo na yung pinakamahirap, kayang-kaya na rin masolve lahat ng madali. For example, sa third week natin, radicals and rational numbers. Sa rational numbers, dyan papasok yung fractions, percentages. Diba, ang daming mga ganun na question. See, nandito lang siya, supporting lang siya dito. So, mahalaga yung algebra. First of all, kasi siya yung pinakamahirap. And para ma-solve siya, namamaster na rin yung the rest of the topics. And second, yung context kasi ng algebra. And second, yung concept kasi ng algebra, yung paghahanap sa nawawala, paano yung processing ng pag lumilipat-lipat ka, di ba? Pagdating sa ratio and proportion, algebra lang din siya. So yung process ng algebra, it's not just for difficult problems din. Pati pagbaba mo dito, basic ratio and proportion, it's also algebra. So mahalaga na magatsin nyo yung fundamentals, yung how and why is it being done. Para pagdating natin sa complex problems or even sa mismong CSE exam, is babalik lang tayo sa golden rule number 1. Okay? If nalilito kayo, start small. Okay? If alam niyo yung fundamentals, if alam niyo yung reasons behind everything, kahit ma-mind block kayo sa mismong exam, kakayanin niyo yung ibalik. Okay? We need this. Okay? So, ayan, punta tayo sa algebra para matagawa ng golden rule number 1. Lahat, kasi lahat, hindi natin maiwasan ma-mind block tayo sa mismong exam. Sino bang hindi na ma-mind block sa exam, di ba? But, if alam natin lahat ng fundamentals, kahit may block tayo, kaya na natin ibalik yan. Okay, so let's begin again with algebra. Algebra is simply solving for x. May nawawalang variable, you just have to find it. Okay, algebra is like numbers lang din siya. Meron, parang yung numbers, tinakpan lang siya. Or, for example, 3, 6, 9, nilagay lang siya sa isang jar or container, tapos nawala siya pansamantala. You just have to solve for it. How? By using directions or descriptions na binibigay. Parang naglalaro lang kayo ng puzzle. Okay? But sa paglalaro ng puzzle na yun, we have to follow certain rules para ma-solve ninyo ng ayos yung puzzle. Hindi siya pwedeng kung ano na lang yung gusto ninyo, kahit masira yung puzzle, okay lang. Si algebra is not objective to. There are objective ways on how to solve it. Okay? So again, ano yung 5 fundamental rules natin? So mga nandito na, and nakapanood na ng past session, it's good. You just can sit back and then relax na lang muna. Intindihin nyo na lang again. But if first time nyo to, just please dig deep into this one. So, ang first rule again natin, para sa mga hindi pa rin nakakanood, is addition property of equality. This is medyo commonsensical. Addition property of equality. This means, Two words lang naman siya, addition and equality. So first, mag-dig tayo sa equality. What does equality means? So yung heart ng algebra, okay? Kasi in order for us to use directions and descriptions, kailangan natin ng equality. This means simply equal. Okay? If we have x is equal to z, this is equality. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng nasa kaliwa is equal siya sa kanan. If we have, for example, 3 times 3 times 3 sa kaliwa as x. Yung nasa kanan, we have 54 over 2. Diba? 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. This is 27. Okay, iba man sila ng form. This is x, this is z. As long as equal yung value nila, that's equality. Okay? Gets ba? And then, ano yung sinasabi ng addition property of equality? Pag additional, it's not additional, it's addition. Addition property of equality. Pag sinasabing addition of property of equality, if x is equal to y, see, if x is equal to z, sige na nga, x is equal to y. Gawin natin tong y para mag-help natin. Oops, oh, y na siya, right? Yan, so if x is equal to y, okay, Sir James, do you have a question? Ay, di
Sir,
ba
di po
kanina,
kita
Sir?
sa screen.
Okay,
Thank you.
yes, gets. Thank you, Sir James. Ayan. Okay, hold on. Okay, so just to recap what I was saying, ayan lang naman. Pinaka-importante kasi sa akin is golden rule number one. If nakalimutan mo lahat, start with small examples. Kasi habang tumataas yung problem sa ginagamit natin, may malilito talaga tayo na, ano nga ba yung formula dito? Ano nga bang ginagawa dito? But if alam natin tong fundamentals, start tayo sa how and why of things. Masasolve natin siya lahat. Okay? So, we'll just read. That was really epic. Yun, totoo pa rin. No? Okay, yun, yun. So, yan. So, first is algebra. This is just simply solving for x. But to solve for x, imbis na we're just playing around using the directions or descriptions, we have to follow certain types of rules para objectively masolve natin kung sino man si x. Okay? So, first is addition property of equality. We have this one. Let me erase this para ano tayo? Take two. Okay, anyways. Okay, the first rule is addition property of equality. So sa addition property of equality, first the word is equality, okay, equal. Ito yung foundation ng algebra. Kailangan natin yung malaking equal sign na yan. Okay, kasi siya yung nagko-connecta between the known values and then the unknown values, the unknown directions, the left and right hand side. Favorite ko to. Okay, we have left and right hand side of the equations. For example, if we have sa left hand side na 3 times 3 times 3, then sa right hand side, which is 54 over 2. Okay, even though there are two different entities, they are just equal. This is 27, this is 27. That's basically what algebra is. Magkakaiba yung sinasabi dito sa kaliwa, magkakaiba yung sinasabi sa kanan, pero in the end, they are just the same values. Okay, so if we say na x is equal to y, so probably yung meaning natin dyan, okay, this is x is 3 times 3 times 3, and y is equal to 54 over 2, but they are equal. Ito yung pinakamahalaga dyan, equality. And then kaya tayo may properties dito kasi ang goal natin, habang naglalaro tayo, dapat ma-maintain natin tong equal sign na to. Okay? We have to maintain this. Because meron tayong treat this as two separate worlds. Okay, left-hand side and right-hand side. Kung sa tumawid tayo sa mundo ng kabila, meron tayong rules na dapat sundan. Kung di, masisira yung equality, masisira yung equal sign natin. Okay? So for the first rule natin, addition property of equality, this says that if x is equal to y, like are given, then x plus z is equal to y plus z. Mukha siyang common sense ka, right? Siyempre, nagdagdag ka ng z dito, nagdagdag ka ng z dito. Di equal pa rin sila. But that's not the simple meaning of it. Ibig sabihin nito, hindi ka pwedeng, if x is equal to y, once na mag-add ka ng z dito, masisira tong equation na to, masisira tong equality. Kasi ginalaw mo yung kanan eh. But nagalawin mo tong kanan, hindi na siya maging equal sa kaliwa. So for it to be equal, lahat ng gagawin mo dito is gagawin mo rin sa kabila, x plus z. With that, mareretain yung equal sign sa gitna. Okay? Diba solving for algebra, kailangan nating tumawid, or galawin left-hand side lang muna, right-hand side lang muna. Once we add something na wala sa original equation, mawawala agad yung equal sign na yun. Kailangan nating sundin tong rules na to para ma-retain pa rin yung equal sign na yun. Kasi no equal sign, no algebra. Algebra is dead without equality. Okay? Gets ba yun? Tapos, ganun din yung kasunod natin na rule. The second rule is the subtraction property of equality. So, medyo same lang naman sila. Ano pinagkaiba? Yung sign lang nila. So, our next rule is, just do this one. Our next rule is the subtraction property of equality. Yung the word itself, pinagkaiba lang is yung sign nila. Tignan natin kung paano natin magagamit ng sabay itong dalawa na to. Subtraction property of equality. So, dito sa subtraction property of equality, yun na yung nangyari. Kaya-subtract naman tayo. Sinasabi dito is, if x is equal to y, then x minus z is equal to y minus z. Okay? If may minus ka dito sa kanan, dapat i-minus mo rin siya sa kalawa for the equation to hold true. Okay? Simple lang, di ba? Mukha siyang simple, pero ito kasi nakakalimutan ng iba. Especially pag nandun na sila sa shortcut na yung babalik na rin na lang yung signs. Nakakalimutan na yung basic rules na to, namamali na sila sa fundamental stuff na yun. Okay? So, let's give an example. It's just this one. Hmm. Okay, for fun example, can you check nyo kung anong birthday ninyo. May birthday is October 10, hindi ng birthday ninyo. Yung gagamit natin for example. Yung chat sa chat box, anong birthday ninyo. Yan, okay. So, wait, let me pick someone here. Okay, so we have our birthdays. We have Jazel is 13. We have, yeah. Okay, let's go. So we have Jazel as 13. Yan Yan as 14. Ito angat lang. Okay. Oopsie. Let me erase this muna. Okay, wag na. Okay, so let's solve an example right now. So, ang daming birthday ng, yan. So, Jasel's birthday is 13, so let's use that one. 13x minus, anong susunod na birthday? So, Sir Francis has 16, negative 16x. We have Ma'am Yan as 2, plus 2. Tapos, what's your other birthdays? Ma'am Grace as 4, minus 4. Tapos, Ma'am Janet as 10. We zoom this out. Ma'am Janet as 10, plus, excuse this, Janet plus 10x, tapos Sir James is 19. Tawid na tayo sa kabila. 19x minus, sino pang ibang birthday? 4. Okay. Tapos x minus 10 plus 2 plus x. Okay. So with this one, babalikan natin yung nangyari sa atin sa days 1, 2, and 3. Bakit tayo nag-practice ng paulit-ulit na plus, minus, times, divide, positive, negative word? Kasi para dito, when we encounter difficult equations like this, dapat madali na sige pag-simplify. Ang mahirap is, ano yung gagawin yung equation mismo? Okay, so right now, ang first rule natin dyan is simplify. If linear lang siya, simplify left-hand side and right-hand side individually. Okay, if kaya ninyo, huwag muna kayong tumawid dito sa malupit na equal sign natin. Simplify nyo muna yung kaliwa and yung kanan bago tayo maglaro. Sa, bago tayo maglaro sa gitna ng mga worlds. Okay? So let's do this one. Let's do a bit faster. So, we have here 13x tapos minus to. So, yung minus is ililipat natin dito, ililipat natin doon. Okay, so we have 13x tapos minus negative 16. Minus negative 16, di ba? Double negative. So, siya is magiging positive 16. Tapos minus 2 is gonna be negative 2. Tapos we have negative 4 plus 10x. Siya na mismo yun. Negative 4 plus 10x. Tapos sa kabila naman, we have 19x still. Tapos minus 4 times x minus 10. Ano to? So we have two ways. Pwedeng gawin mo ng negative 4 mismo tapos i-times mo doon. Or pwedeng ilabas mo muna yung negative. Tapos gawin mo siyang 4 times x is 4x. Tapos 4 times negative 10 is negative 40. Mas madali to para sa mga nalilito kasi double negative yun nandito eh. So pwede nyo ihiwalay mo na yung negative tapos sa kanya i-distribute nyo muna itong 4. Okay? Then lastly, we have negative 2 plus x. So this is gonna be negative 2 minus x. Distribute natin dito, distribute natin doon. So minus 2 minus x. Okay? So simplify natin both kaliwa and kanan individually. So we have 13x plus 16x. That's gonna be 19x. Tapos meron pa tayong plus 10x. Pinagtabi ko na sila. Tapos dito we have this one lang, negative 2 minus 4. Same sila ng sign. So i-add natin sila. That's gonna be negative 6. Tapos sa kanan, we have distribute na natin itong negative na to. 19x minus 4x tapos minus negative 40. So that's gonna be plus 40. Tapos minus 2 minus x. Simplified na siya. So, medyo mahaba pa, pero kaya na yan. 19 plus 10 is 29x minus 6 is equal to 19 minus 4x. That's gonna be 15x. Tapos minus x pa. It's gonna be 14x. Okay, pinagsabay ko na daw. Negative 4 minus x, negative 5. Tapos plus 19 is positive 14. Tapos 14 minus 2 is simply 38. So dapat, after nyo ng days 1, 2, and 3, medyo ganito na kayo kabilis. Okay, hindi na dapat kayo nalilito sa plus, minus, minus na to. Okay, wala pa dito yung double, double, minus, plus natin na ginamit noon na kailangan lang talaga matutunan natin for the worst case scenario. Okay, so if you have questions, just raise your hand. Doon na tayo pupunta sa first rule natin na addition property of equality and subtraction property of equality. So wala na tayong choice kundi tumawid sa mga worlds nila. To solve for x, we need to simplify it. We have 29 here, we have 14 here. Alisin natin yung 14x dito, ilipat natin sa kabila. Paano mangyari yun? We need to add 14x here? No, kasi magiging 28x siya. Paano natin maaalis yung 14x? Kailangan natin mag-subtract din ng 14x there. Okay? So 14x minus 14x, that's gonna be 0. So matitira dito sa kanan is 38 na lang. So matitira sa kalawa is 29x minus 6. Tama ba siya? No. Because gumalaw ka dito eh. Oh. May dinagdag ka na wala sa original. Ibig sabihin, if hindi mo ito gagalawin, masisira na yung equality. Okay? So once na magdagdag ka ng ganun, magdadagdag ka rin dapat sa kabila. Okay? Negative 14x. Tapos if walang sign, that's gonna be positive lang din. Negative 14x plus 29x. So dito, ang magiging tamang sagot is not 29x, but 29 minus 14, that's gonna be, anong sagot? 15x. Okay? 15x minus 6. So, siya na yung titira natin dito. Ano na lang yung kulang natin dyan? We need to remove this 6 here. Lipat natin sa kabila para magtira na ng 15x dito. Okay? So, if alisin natin yung 6 dyan, anong kabaliktaran ng negative 6? Simply, positive 6. So, 6 minus 6 is 0. Ang matitira lang sa kalawa is 15x. Tapos sa kanan, nagdagdag lang ng 6 eh. So, magdadagdag ka rin ng 6 dito. 38 plus 6 is 44. Okay? And then, para dito sa last part, pupunta na tayo sa ating next rule. Ano yung next rule natin? If meron tayong plus and minus, meron tayong times and divide. So, open ko muna yung next rule natin, which is yung, tabi muna natin ito dyan. Yan. The next rule natin is multiplication property of equality. Okay, next rule natin is fundamental lang din naman. Medyo gets na yung meaning from the word itself. Multiplication property of equality. It's about multiplying. Multiplication property of equality. So dito sa NPE natin, ang sinasabi nito, if x is equal to y, then xz is equal to yz. So mukha siyang philosopher, but please remember this one, kung ano yung nangyari dito. Kasi papaulit-ulitin natin siya lagi sa dulo ng linear equations. Okay? So, ano yung next natin? Ipasok na din natin. Yung pang-apat natin is division. And division, property of equality. So, sa DPE naman natin, this is MPE. Yun pala yung code names natin sa kanila. MPE, tapos DPE. So, sa division property of equality, it says that if x is equal to y, x is equal to y, then x over c is equal to y over z if z is not 0. Okay? Bawal yung 0 sa denominator. That's our only exception naman na. Alam naman natin lahat kung bakit. Okay? The division property of equality, if x is equal to y, then x over z is equal to y over z. So, paano yung gagamitin dito? Diba? We need to isolate this one. So, paano natin ma-isolate to? Kailangan natin maalis yung 15 dito. And if sa MPE, let me okay, okay, let me just okay. So, yung sa kanina, diba? So, remember this, ito yung pinaka-important na part. Ano yung goal ng APE at MPE? Diba? Sa APE and SPE, makikita ninyo, you guys, please listen carefully to this one. Sa APE and SPE, sa addition and subtraction property, ang goal natin is 14 minus 14 maging 0, or negative 6 plus 6 maging 0. Ang goal nila dito is maging 0 lagi, yung inaalis ninyo, para mapunta siya, para ma-isolate yung kailangan i-isolate. Okay? Kailangan maging 0. Tapos pagdating naman sa MPE and DPE, sa division property of equality and multiplication property of equality. Para mawala yung 15 dito, hindi mo siya pwedeng gawing 0. Kasi pag naging 0 siya, 0x, mawawala na si x. Okay? Mawala si x, ano na tayo solve? Kailangan mo gawin dito is i-divide siya sa 15, divide siya sa 15, para matira is 15 over 15, it's 1. This is just gonna be x. X is equal to 44 over 15. Okay? So if sa MPE, if sa APE and SPE, ang goal is maging 0, sa MPE and DPE, ang goal is maging 1. Okay? So how do we do that? Dito, is simply just add the opposite sign. Okay? If positive 6 siya, mag-add ka ng negative 6. Negative 8 siya, mag-add ka ng positive 8. Just add the opposite sign. Okay? Tapos dito sa MPE and DPE, multiply the opposite world. Okay? Bakit opposite world? Pakita ko sa inyo bakit. Yun yung pinakamalapit kong palatandaan dito. Para sa mga nandito pa talaga sa basic. Multiply the opposite world. Wait, it's not here. Okay, kasi for example, if we have this one, if we have dito, 15x, kailangan mo siyang i-multiply sa nasa baba, which is over 15. Let me just pick another color. Yan, okay. So, ibig sabihin multiply by the opposite world. So, if we have 15x, para mawala si 15, i-divide mo siya sa 15. Right? But if ang nasan dito mo, kunyari, if we have 1 over x, kunyari, if we have 4 over x is equal to 23, paano natin ma-isolate to? Okay, we need to multiply this by 4. Tapos, kailangan pa rin natin siyang ilipat, right? Para natin malilipat to. I-multiply mo lang to simply by 4, mawawala pa rin siya. Wala pa rin siyang mangyari kasi matitira pa rin just 1 over x. Para malipat mo sa kabila si x is kailangan mong i-times lahat sa x. 23 times x, tapos this is times x ulit. X divided by x is equal to 1. Tapos, matitira dito is x na sa kabila. Okay? So, hindi always number yung nililipat natin. Pwede rin yung x mismo. Okay, let me repeat this example. For example, if you have 4x is equal to 23, okay, kailangan mong ilipat si x sa kabila. Kailangan mo ma-simplify si x. So, I have to multiply this by x. Multiply this by x. Okay? Then ang mangyari dyan, cancelled na 'to, 4 na lang matitira tapos ito is 23x. Gets na sa baba sa x, multiply mo sa opposite word, nasa numerator. Then para mawawala sa 23, nasa taas siya 'di ba, i-multiply mo sa nasa baba, okey? So magiging sagot diyan is x is equal to 4/23. Ganun lang lagi. That's the fundamental concept of algebra. That's simply the four rules. Addition or subtraction, ang goal is maging zero para maka-simplify, and then multiplication, division, ang goal is maging one, which is simply just multiplying the fractions themselves para magkaroon ng one. Okay? Questions. That's just the summary of it. That's algebra. That's everything about algebra. Okay? So now, tayo natin yung exam natin. Charot. Magbigay tayo ng one example. Tapos gusto ko i-solve ninyo siya. Bigyan kayo ng 3 minutes to solve using all these rules so far. So sa medyo magaling na, especially sa mga fresh grads, you know na yung technique na binabaliktad lang naman siya. But just bear with us para sa mga hindi pa marurunong, para alam din nila yung fundamentals kung saan talaga nanggaling yung pagbali-baliktad na ginagawa natin. Okay? So, right now, please type in your favorite number. Favorite number ko is 12. Please type your favorite number. 12, 2022. So, sige, let's try that one. I we will do that. So, let's try giving an example. So, we have 12, 12x minus, di ba iba lang dyan? 20 minus 7x minus, ano bang nandito? 23, negative 23 plus negative x minus negative 2x is equal to, wala na ba ibang favorite numbers dyan? Okay, let's just play it as 4 times 3 minus x minus 5 plus x. So if nag-ask kayo, meron pang ganitong kahabang problem sa civil service exam? Probably wala. Because ang goal na natin sa review is para masanay kayo na mag-solve sa mga mahihirap. Hindi yung, kasi yung problem kasi sa civil service exam, there are chances na tamarin kayo or may stress kayo with just average type of questions. Dito, nile-level up na natin siya para yung magiging, yung average lang per day, average na per day ba, magiging easy na lang siya sa inyo. So if sa CSE, maybe wala tong part na to, itong lang ganito kahaba, mga ganun lang siya. Pero dinadagdagan ko siya lagi para masanay na kayong ma-stress. Para pag CSE, easy na lang talaga siya sa inyo. Okay? So please solve this one. I'm gonna give you until like 8:55. 12x minus, wait lang, baka madali ito masyado. Sige, sige. So, sige, dahan-dahan lang. Okay, 12x minus 20 minus 7x minus negative 23 plus negative x minus negative 2x is equal to 4 times 3x minus 5 plus x. Okay, so please solve this one. I'm gonna give you until 8:55. Tapos, please chat your answers sa chat box. Okay, go, go, go. I'm just gonna send this a GC send. Please solve this one. Hello. Yes, you have question? Mm, ayan, okay. Wait, kung ito ba? Ganun. Is my voice clear? Hindi narinig sa sarili ko. Wait lang. Ano ba? So, sige tayo ka lang answers ninyo. Check natin. So, ba nakikinig? Nag-echo ba ako? Or no?
Hindi naman po.
Okay, so it's just me. Um, ano. Narinig ko pa lang sa sarili ko. Wait lang. Hello. Ay ba? Naririnig. Wait lang. Sige, I think it's can you get the heart setting? Ayan, okay. Ayan, so this will be our last example for the SMOB. So, proceed tayo. 6 na. Already apply. Meron na tayong fraction. So for this one, try to solve it. Yung mga sagot mo, 27, 1, 4, 10, so medyo magkakaiba talaga siya. Okay, I'm looking this one. So, ano ba yung mangyayari dito? Let's try to solve it. So, this. So first is, balik tayo sa days na natin, multiplication mo ng kaliwa and kanan. Individually, left hand side, and right. Wala namang fraction. Laging ganun. Divide them individually. Okay, remember that one. Okay. Plus, 12x minus 20 minus 7x. My dyan is 12 minus 7x. 7 is simply 5x. Since simply, yung x yung natin. Let's copy natin yung minus 20 natin. We have negative na naman dito. Minus negative 23 plus 3. Yan sa kabila is minus negative 3 plus x. Hindi na nga yung negative, right? It's negative, pero if minus 23, it's just simply positive. Negative x is plus x. It's carrying the problem. Dito sa kabila, minus negative x and it's 2x. May questions ba about that? Wala naman, right? So, sa kaliwa, siya na mislead. Sa kanan na, pa tayo distribute dyan. So, 4, distribute natin dito, times 3, it's 12. 4 times 3 is 12. Then 4 times negative 4. Okay, just distribute that. Dito sa kabila naman natin, negative plus 5 plus 5x. Okay, imagine, sinabrak natin itong pulong po. So, if you distribute natin siya, minus 5x. If you want to imagine, if imagine niyo, you have minus 5 plus 6. If gusto niyo mag-imagine, kunyari, if you have negative 5, minus 5 plus, magiging sagot dito is negative 11. Okay, kasi minus mo yung buo. Via distribution, it's gonna be minus 5 minus 6. Just pag sinimplify niyo sila, that's also negative 2. Okay, so ito yung limit. Ito kayo. Like, ano nga ba yung golden rule number? Okay, start with small examples. Small examples. So, golden rule number 1, small examples. Okay, remember this. Hindi niyo malandaan. Minus 5 plus. Ano nga ba yung nangyayari dito? Hindi kayo ng small examples, which in this case is yung numbers na negative 5, 6. Oh, anong sagot dito? Negative 10. Tapos try mo i-distribute. Yung case mo. Tapos try mo, what if i-distribute? Paano yung mangyayari? Diba? I-distribute mo. Yun sa case 1, alam mo magiging practice mo. Sa case 2, you can mag-experiment. What if? Baka may connecta. Pag i-distribute ko siya, magiging negative pa rin. Hindi ganun yung gagawin mo dito. Okay? Ganun yung golden rule ng technique ng mga panlaban sa Facebook. Hindi ko sila. Kalimutan nila na may accent. They just give small examples like this. Tapos maaalala na nila. Okay? Yung nakakalimutan yung golden rule number 1 na yun. Golden rule number 1. Small examples. Any Muslim. Yun. So, ano natin for 1 minus 4x tapos minus 5 minus 6. Pwede natin ipag-solve.
Sir Chappy po kayo.
This one, we have 5x. We have 5x.
Sir Chappy po kayo. Chappy.
Tapos dito sa natitira dito is negative 20 plus na magiging sagot dyan. Gonna be positive 3. Tapos sa kanan natin, anong matitira? Wala pa tayong APE, SPE, MD. Hindi pa tayo tumawid sa pagkita nyo ano. Hindi pa tayo tumawid sa ng course. Okay? So, nagsisimplify pa lang tayo about kaliwa ng kanan. So,
Sir,
ganyan
excuse
dito.
po, may topic kayo.
That's gonna be negative 5x. Tapos, dito naman, 12 minus 5, negative 7. Okay? May questions ba? May nag-raise ng hand.
Sir Chappy
Po kayo.
po kayo. Hindi po namin kayo maintindihan.
Sir, love.
Hindi ko sure kayo narinig. Hello, mic test. Rinig na ba? Mic test, mic test. Waiting green cups. Rinig na ba? Can someone confirm the Shopee pa rin? Refer that. Ano right now, rinig na ba? Hello, guys. Hello, hello. Hi, I'm already there. Can someone confirm? Hello. Wait there, guys. Hi. Okay, sige. So, yes. Mm, okay, so mahalaga ko lang sinabi kanina. For example, with this one, nalito kayo kung anong gagawin. Bumalik ka na lang yung golden rule number one, which is simply which one examples. The golden rule number one, small examples. Okay, paano mangyari yung small examples dito? Di ba naman mangyari dito? Yan ang madali mong masasolve is yung is, uh, wait, hindi ko rin ba happy pa rin ba? Okay, okay. So, hello, final. So, choppy pa rin. Final mic test. Ayan. Okay na? Wow! Okay, clear. So, going back, going back. Whew, Okay, so at commercial. So, bilisan na lang natin. Gawin nating last example. Tapos, isang example na lang dun sa D6. So, punta na tayo sa problem number 2 natin sa algebra. Okay, let's go. So, going back. Hit ko na nga itong punot pa. Ayun. Wait, reload ko.
Hello, hello. Right, yes. Lipat na lang ako ng laptop. Um, Balik ba ako dito? Clear ba? Mas clear siya. You get the thumbs up, ha? Clear naman siya. Okay. Okay. So, if you want to skip this, but okay, so last time na, parang yung kanina pinapaulit-ulit na nito Chunky. This is an important technique para sa mga bago dito. Paano gagawin niyo if nakalimutan niyo yung rule? Okay. So, if nakalimutan niyo yung rule, ganito lang yung gagawin niyo dyan. Okay. Ayan. If nakakalimutan ninyo yung rule, paano natin siya isa-solve? This is our golden rule number 1 sa class, which is to start with small examples. For example, for this one, let's zoom in a bit dito. For example, dito, nakalimutan ninyo itong, paano itong negative 5 plus x? Hala, hindi ko na alam kung ano mangyari dyan. Paano man siya solve gamit yung golden rule number 1 na start with small examples. Okay, so pag small example, something na you can solve nang alam mong tama yung sagot mo. So for dito, negative 5 plus x, di mo alam kung ano mangyari. Bigay ka ng, for example, negative 5 plus 6. Ano mangyari if sinabtract mo yung negative 5 plus 6, di ba? Magiging ano siya, negative 11 kasi add mo 2 eh. Tapos negative 11, but simply negative 11. That's case number 1. Case number 1 is yung alam mong sure na alam mo yung tamang sagot. Okay. Case 1, alam mo dapat na sure na tama. Tapos, pag case number 2, dyan na yung play with it. Okay? Alam mo na yung tamang sagot, which is negative 11. Paano pag pinaglaruan mo na siya? Negative 5 plus 6. Pag dinistribute mo ba siya, magiging negative 5 plus 6 ba siya? 6 plus 5, that's gonna be negative 1 or positive 1. So, mali siya. Hindi pa pwede mong case dyan. It's gonna be negative 5 minus 6. Oh, this is negative 11. So, ano na-conclude mo? Sabihin, lalabas yung negative 11 if yung negative, distribute mo siya sa both. So, alam mo, na-confirm mo, dito sa small example, distribute siya. Dito, distribute mo rin siya pag ganun. Okay? Yan yung small examples. If hindi mo maalala yung rule, na mind block of further rule, bigyan ka ng small examples na alam mong kaya mo makuha yung sagot. And then, paglaruan mo yung isa, para mo makuha yung tamang sagot. Okay? It's called rule number 1. So, now let's proceed with solving this very, very quickly. Let's proceed na agad tayo sa ating next problem. So, we have here, yan. We have 12 minus negative 4x minus x is negative 5x. Tapos 12 minus 5 is 7. And then, it's gonna be, this will be positive 7. Negative 4x, negative 5x. Tapos 12 minus 5 is 7. Sa kaliwa, we have 8x. 5x plus 3x is 8x plus 3. Then sa kanan, is simply that 1. Tapos, balikan natin yung rules ng equality. Diba? Diba? As addition, subtraction, magiging 0. Multiplication, division, magiging 1. So, paano natin masisimplify ito? We need to, kailangan natin i-isolate si x. If aalisin natin ito dito, kailangan natin siyang, if negative 5x to, kailangan natin magdagdag ng 5x. Mas para mapuo pa rin equality, magdagdag pa rin tayo ng 5x. So, 8x plus 5x, it's gonna be 13x. Tapos, yung plus 3 natin dito. Paano natin mawala yung plus 3? Lagay ka ng minus 3. Lagay ka rin ng minus 3 dito. So, minus 3 plus 3, 0 na siya. Tapos sa kabila, wala na to, right? So, meron na lang 7 minus 3 is equal to 4. So, x is equal to 4 over 13. So, based on that, okay, do you have any questions or suggestions? Wala na. Okay. If wala, okay, sige pala, punta tayo sa ating diagnostic number 3. Number 6. Sa second type ng algebra problem natin, which is yung digit problem. Charot, consecutive integers pala. Okay. So, first try natin sagutan yung number problems kahapon. Tatlo lang naman siya. Tapos punta tayo dun sa next type of problem natin. Ayan, okay. So, let's get this one. So, yung pinakamadali natin is ito. Ayan, okay. So, again, I apologize sa technical problems tonight. I don't know what happened. It's because day marami nag-internet ang baga ng data ko. Pero ayan, bilis na natin ng konti para matapos pa natin yung iba. So, we have this. Ito yung pinasikas natin kagabi. Number problems. One number is 38 less than another. Their sum is 42. Find them. So, sa mga pag-kataka kayo, bakit walang choices? Yes, sa civil service exam, meron tayong choices. Pero dito, pinapractice natin paano muna i-solve yung mga questions nang wala pang choices para pagdating ng February, tuturo namin kayo paano gumamit ng choices. Kasi if early as this is pagiging dependent case choices, hindi kayo matututong mag-solve talaga. Magiging lesson chance inyo matapos yung numerical if asa lang kayo choices. Kasi choices is like apat yung choices and pag nag-solve ka, isang solupan lang naman siya. May questions na mabilis maghanap sa choice pero may questions na mas mabilis if pagsasolve ka nang wala yung choices. So, kailangan mo tutunan nyo siya both. Kaya ito yung una namin tuturo. Okay, for this one number is 38 less than another. Their sum is 42. Find them. Tulad ng tinuro ko kapon, di ba? 2 steps lang. First is let x. Okay, one number is 38 less than another. So, ilan yung numbers natin dyan? Dalawa yung numbers natin dyan. So, let's say the first number is x. Ano yung second number? One number is 38 less than another. So, kung yung kahapon, it's always more than. Ito is less than naman. So if ito yung second number, paano imagination dyan? So second number is 38 less than the other. Ano yung another natin? That's x, right? So the first number is x, the second number is x minus 38. Okay? Gets with that representation. And then second, diba? If we would use the first as the description, the second is gagamitin natin as an equation. Okay? So their sum is 42. Ibig sabihin, x plus x minus 38 is equal to 42. Easy as that. Kapag di ba ginagamit natin na descriptor yung sum, tapos ito is gagamitin natin as yung equation. So, yan, na-prove naman natin na kahit pagbalik-balik rin natin siya, math is math, golden rule number 2. Kahit anong pagbalik-balik rin mo sa process, as long as tama yung math mo, tama yung pa rin yung magiging sagot mo. Okay? So, in year 1, x plus x, it's gonna be 2x, tapos minus 38, tapos is equal to 42. Tapos addition property of equality tayo. Kailangan nating mawala si 38 dito, right? So if negative to, magdadagdag tayo ng positive. Magdadagdag din tayo ng positive dito. So magiging sagot is 2x negative 38 plus 38. That's gonna be 0. Wala na tayong number dyan. Sa kabila naman, it's gonna be 42 plus 38. 8 plus 42 is 50 plus 38 is gonna be 80. And then 2x over is equal to 80. Paano natin simplify? Ano naman tayo? MPE and DPE. Diba? If nasa 2 sa taas, 2 sa baba para makancel. Yung natitira is dyan is x. And then, wala pa equality dito kasi magkakaroon siya equality if mag-divide na rin ng 2 dito. So, 80 divided by 2 is 40. So, the answer is 40 and ano yung isa? This is 40. This is 40 minus 38. 2. And their sum is 42. Tama. Diba? Lahat naman ganitong mabilisan na lang siya. Kasi ilang lines lang yan. Gets. And right now, pinapakita ko pa sa inyo itong plus 38 plus 38. Pero next session natin, tuturo ko na what if babalik na rin na lang yung signs. Okay. Kailangan lang matandaan ninyo na ito yung reason behind that. Tapos move na tayo sa shortcut next session. Okay? Questions? Okay. So yun wala. Punta tayo sa next problem natin, which is this one. So ito medyo bago yata itong approach na to. Pero ganun din naman siya. Same processes lang lagi lahat. Okay? So for this one, separate 24 into two parts such that one number is more than another, more than the other. So if kailangan nyo actually ng common sense, magiging ganito lang naman siya. Diba? If drawing lang tayo, if ito yung 24, kailangan one number is 8 more than the other. So meron lamang ng 8 dyan. Tapos ito, equal na sila. Okay? If this is 24, 24 minus 8, that's gonna be 16. Tapos 16 yung paghahatian nilang dalawa. Take 8 na lang sila dito. So the answer is simply 8 and 16. Diba? May mga ganun na kaya tayo ng common sense. What if i-algebra natin siya? Pinapakita ko sa inyo paano siya i-algebra. Para sa dating ng difficult questions, makikita ninyo na lahat is kaya namang i-drawing. Kasi algebra is just simply drawing stuff. Okay? So dito, gagawin natin yung algebra natin. Separate 24 into two parts. So if we have number 1 natin, let x pa rin. Okay? So, the first number natin is x. So, first number natin is x. Ano yung second number natin? Second number natin is 24 into 2 parts, right? Ibig sabihin, yung second number natin is 24 minus x. Kasi 24 yung total sum nila. This is 24. This is x. This is simply 24 minus x. So, yung second number. And then, second natin na rule is simply form the equation. Okay? Now, do we form the equation? Ito na yung one number is 8 more than the other. So, one number is usually equal sign 90% of the time. One number is 8 more than the other. So, if we have 24 minus x, so natin lalagay yung plus 8. One number is 8 more than the other. So, natin lalagay yung plus 8. This. One number is 8 more than the other. So, lagi plus 8. So, ayun. Nalilito kayo ng ganito. Ito yung isa sa mga techniques natin na. If nalilito kayo sa algebra, like 2 cases lang naman siya. Try nyo na both. Try nyo na both case, okay? Try. Kasi mas matagal mag-doubt kasi i-try nyo na lang both cases, okay? Kasi pwede nyo naman siya i-double check eh. So, case 1 natin, what if dito mo siya ilagay? Case 2 natin, what if dito mo siya sa kabila ilagay? X is equal to 24 minus X plus 8. So, muna tayo sa session sa, hindi ko lang ituturo sa inyo paano i-solve specifically yung problem. Pinapakita ko paano yung techniques like this para pagdating, pag nag-iba na yung problem is, alam pa rin kayong method paano siya i-solve. Okay? So, rule number, hindi siya actually rule. Pinapaulit-ulit ko simula day number 1. Ang kalaban ng mga tao sa exam is doubts. Kasi pag nag-doubt ka ng nag-doubt, kada question, matatagalan ka, ilang seconds yung mawawala sa'yo. If ganito, dalawang case lang naman siya, i-solve mo na parehas. Tapos mag-double check mo naman if alin doon yung tatlo. So if dito muna tayo, ano magiging sagot dito? X plus 8 is equal to 24 minus X. So, magdadagdag tayo dito na. Kailangan nating alisin si X muna dito. So this is plus X. Tapos this is plus X. So X plus X is equal to 2X. Tapos 8. Tapos is equal to negative X plus X is 0 na. Ito is 24 na lang siya. Tapos 2x plus 8, it's gonna be 2x na lang. Pag minus 8 tayo dito, kung minus 8 tayo dito, 2x is equal to 16. Tapos x is equal to 8. So meron tayo x is equal to 8. Anong next case natin dito? 24 minus 8 is 16. So here, 8 and 16. Dun sa kabila, ano yung sagot natin dito? Dito naman tayo, i-rate ko lang dito x is equal to 24 minus x plus 8. So pag dito, 24 plus 8, that's gonna be 32. Tapos, meron tayong x dito, meron tayong negative x dito. Tapos, kailangan natin magdagdag ng x dito, right? APE plus x dito. So, matitira dyan is x plus x, it's gonna be 2x. Tapos, negative x plus x is 0. 32 na lang siya. So, DPE naman, divided by 2, it's gonna be x then. Tapos 16. So, the still answer is 16 and 8. So, nagkataon dito sa problem na to, either case is pareha siya sa kasagutan. Kasi it's just 8, 16, 24. Diba? Kasi naman nag-doubt kayo ng nag-doubt kanina. Just try both cases. Okay? Imbes na mag-doubt kayo, just try both cases and then double check. Wherein in this case, hindi natin siya need to double check kasi parehas na sila ng kinalabasan. Okay? Gets? So, if nagtataka kayo, bakit ganun? Kasi, ang sinabi kasi dito, one number is 8 more than the other. Pwede siya parehas. If kinanan mo to, okay. If ito yung dinagay mo as X is more than the other one, you will just label it as the bigger one. Ito naman, ito yung label mas bigger one. And naging first and second lang natin siya. So either which, pwede mo siyang i-switch. But not all of those cases ay ganito. Kaya it's important to double check if you do multiple cases. Okay? So, our last problem for number problems. Tapos proceed na tayo sa ating next topic, which is yung consecutive integers. Maybe after ng next week, mag-start na tayo maglagay ng choice sa algebra. Kaya dapat is masanay na kayong mag-solve talaga na mag-solve dito. Kasi lalagyan natin ng twist even though may choices na yung algebra natin. Okay, so let me just check yung message. And okay, so this one, the difference between two numbers is 3. The sum of thrice the smaller and the larger is 35. Find the number. So, easy na to sa atin. So, let's start number 1 natin. Let x. The difference between two numbers is 3. So, ano yung meron natin dyan? We have the first number, and we have the second number. Let one of them be the x. So, let's Let's make this as the x. And then, difference nila is 3. So, it's either x minus 3 or x plus 3. Anong mas magandang gamitin? Doon na tayo sa positive para madali. X plus 3. Okay? Kasi different naman yung sinabi eh. So, if x plus 3, if you write it as x plus 3 minus x, that's gonna be 3 pa rin. Okay? Hindi kasi sabi difference is kailangan negative na dapat yung isa. Kasi ang mahalaga is meron ka ng pagkakaiba na tatlo. Okay? The sum of thrice the smaller and larger is 35. Meron pala tayong smaller and larger. So, this larger natin. Let's make this the larger. Let's make this as the smaller. Hindi nyo kailangan mag-rewrite. You just have to label kung ano na yung meron kayo. Okay? Then the second, you should form the equation now. So, for the equation, the sum of thrice smaller and larger is 35. Ang technique natin, iisa-isain mo lang siya. The sum of thrice the smaller. So, meron tayong sum, tapos x the smaller, and smaller natin x. Sum of x smaller and larger. Anong larger natin? X plus 3 is 35. Ayun na is. So equal sa na yan. Is equal to 35. So, kita nyo na, gano'n lang siya kadali. 3x plus x is equal to 4x. Tapos plus 3 is equal to 35. Tapos a natin, minus 3 dito. Minus 3 dito sa kabila. So, magiging 4x dito, 3 minus 3 is 0. Tapos, 35 minus 3 is 32. Tapos, 4x is equal to 32. Cancel na, divide natin sa 4. So, cancel to, itira is x is equal to 3 divided by 4, it's 8. Answer is 8. The smaller number is 8. The larger number is 11. Okay? Diba madali lang? Oh, nakita niyo na kung bakit sinabi ko na pagdating sa algebra, may specific type lang tayo na kailangan may specific formula lang tayo na kailangan alam per problem kasi magiging ng kadali lahat ng yan. Okay? Questions so far? If wala, punta na tayo sa ating next type of algebra problem which is yung consecutive integers. We're 2 out of 9. Ayan, okay. So, problem 2 out of 9 natin. Ang next type ng problem is consecutive integers. So, let's try to solve this one. Find two consecutive odd integers whose sum is 376. So dito, meron tayong representation na hindi ganun ka-explicit. Pero same steps pa rin siya. Okay. So pa rin, number 1 is let x. Kasi dito, yung description is nakalagay. Hindi siya super explicit. So we have find two consecutive odd integers. So paano ba natin i-represent? So babalik tayo sa golden rule number. Yung golden rule number yan. Small examples. Golden rule number 1. Okay. Consecutive odd integers. So, magbigay din ng odd integers. Odd integers natin is 1 and 3. Simple as that. If we let 1 as x, ano yung 3 natin? It's gonna be x plus 2. So, ganoon na lang siya. Okay? Kaya kasi kahit gamitin mo siyang like 47 and 49. If this is x, this is still x plus 2. Okay? Odd and even, it's just 2. Nalilito kayo, start with this example. We have let x have the first number and the second number. First is x, the second number is x plus 2. And then their sum is 376. So, the equation natin. But let's natin sa equation, it's just their sum. Okay? So, add lang natin itong dalawa, which is x plus 2. That will become 376. Okay? So, add na natin siya. 2x plus 2 is equal to 376. Tapos, ano mangyari dyan? APE na naman, minus 2. So, this will become 2x na lang. So, 376 minus 2 is 374. And APE naman tayo. Diba may 2 sa taas, so maglalagay 2 sa baba. Babalik rin mo lang siya lagi. And then equality, parehas dapat meron. So, x is equal to 374 divided by 2. 3 divided by 2 is 1. 17 divided by 2 is 8. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So the correct answer is 187 and 189. Di ba mabilis pa siya? Get ba? Gets. Okay, so let's move on to our next example. Medyo kanilang consecutive integers, just have to either plus 2 or plus 1. So dito sa next example natin. Next example, sum of 3 consecutive integers is 90. Find them. Okay, dito naman 3 consecutive integers. So golden rule number 1, hindi mo alam, let's start with the small examples. Ang consecutive integers natin is 1, 2, and 3. This is x. This is simply x plus 1. This is simply x plus 2. That's it for the consecutive integers. That's just plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Consecutive odd or even plus 2. Okay, so we have let number 1, let x. The first number, second number, the third number. This is x plus 1, x plus 2. Step 2 ulit ang equation mismo. So medyo repetitive pa siya kasi dito tayo sa small examples. So the sum of the consecutive integers is 90. So i-add lang natin itong tatlo. X plus x, that's gonna be 3x. 1 plus 2, it's gonna be 3. So din nila siyang ganun eh. So i-add mo lang siya rin. It's equal to 90. So anong mangyari dyan? APE tayo. Minus 3, minus 3. Kasi positive 3 to. So 3 minus 3 is 0. 3x na lang matitira dito. Tapos sa kabila, is gonna be 90 minus 3. It's gonna be 87. Tapos, anong kasunod dyan? DPE. May 3 sa taas, so maglagay ka ng 3 sa baba. So, matitira dito is cancel na to. This is gonna be x. Tapos, 87 divided by 3 is gonna be the divisible rules. 8 plus 7 is 50. The divisible is 3. So, 80 divided by 3 is 2. Remainder 2. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Ito pumapasok yung divisibility rules natin. Nakatinuro ko siya sa week 1 pa lang. Pagdating ng cancellation like this, meron kasing numbers na 3 by 2 digits or 4 by 2 digits. Meron siyang i-divide. Pagka-cancel kayo, mabilis na siya. Okay? Question so far. Okay? So, let's try this 2 ng mabilis lang. So, meron bang difference if consecutive even and consecutive odd cell representation? The answer is wala. Why? Kasi if odd, 1, 3, 5, 7, that's simply plus 2. Even, 2, 4, 6, 8, it's also plus 2. Okay, so if kahit pag sabihin pa nila other even yun, same lang sila ng representation. Like for this one, tingnan natin. Find three consecutive even numbers whose sum is 8. So we have x. We have x. Oops. So dito we have x plus wait, okay, yeah. X plus ano ba to? Sorry. Okay, let's try. We have x here, tapos plus x plus 2 plus x plus 4 is equal to 108. In-step po natin na nirepresent ko na sila ng mabilis lang. Tapos step 2 natin is yung pong equation. Tapos sa baba naman natin, find 3 consecutive integers, sum is 57. So it's gonna be the same. X plus 2 plus x plus 4. Okay? No matter if add man siya or even, same sila ng representation na plus 2 lang lagi. Okay? Now for this one, simplify na natin siya. like terms, x plus x is 3x. Tapos 2 plus 4 is 6. Is equal to 108. So, APE natin, minus 6 dito, minus 6 din dito. So, 3x, 6 minus 6 is 0. 3x na lang to. Tapos, 108 minus 6 is 102. Tapos, over 3, x is equal to, x is equal to 102 divided by 3. Divisible pa siya. 1 plus 2 is 3. So, yes. So, 10 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 334. So, 34 yung x natin. Ano yung ibang numbers natin dyan? So, we have 34, 36, and 38. So, 90, tapos 10, 100, 108. Tama siya. Okay, hindi na lang sa kabila. X plus x, it's gonna be 3x. Tapos, 4 plus 2 is 6. Is equal to 57. So, try na natin yung shortcut natin. So, what if hindi na natin ilagay lagi ito? Minus 6, y. Ano ba nangyayari yung shortcut dito? Shortcut dito is, makikita ninyo, 6, negative 6 plus 6, nawawala lang siya, right? Tapos dito, nagkakaroon ng negative 6. So, ibig sabihin, you can also do this as 3x plus 6. Sorry for that. 3x plus 6 is equal to 108. Para mangyari dyan, zero lang to, tapos sa kabila is magkakaroon ng negative 6. Pag sinabi kong ilipat sa kabila, mababaliktad yung sign. Okay? Iba dun sa APE rules natin, APE and DPE. APE. Sorry. Yung sa rules natin, APE and DPE. Ang APE natin, saka SPE pag addition property, saka subtraction property, ang cumulative is maging equal sa 0. Maging equal sa 0, tapos add opposite sign. Opposite sign. Ayun, magsulit. Okay. So, AP and SPE natin, ang goal is maging 0, tapos kailangan natin mag-add ng opposite sign. It's just the same as opposite din natin to. Okay? So, 3x is equal to 102. Gets ba? And then, doon naman sa ating MPE is SPE. MPE and SPE. It's super lagging. Okay, so, yeah. And just write that one. Sa ating MP, sa MPE and DPE, multiplication property of equality and division property of equality, ang goal is to reach 1, which is to multiply to opposite world. Okay? So, paano natin gagawin yung multiply to opposite world dito? So, 3x is equal to 102. Literally, pabaliktad din lang natin siya. Okay? Ulit-ulit naman natin siya ginagawa. Maybe hindi na siya ganun kahirap ang gawin dito. So, we have x here. Lipat mo lang siya dito. Tapos wala na yan. Lilipat mo siya doon. If nasa taas siya, ilipat mo siya sa baba. So, this is gonna be 102 over 3. Okay, so, try natin siyang gawin sa isang example sa D6 mamaya. Pero dito, we have here 3x plus 6 is equal to we have here 3x plus 6 is equal to 57. So, lipat natin yung 6 sa kabila. That's gonna be 3x is equal to 57 minus 6, which is 51. Okay. Mababawasan na yung time natin sa pagsusulat pa ng mga rules. Yun ang goal natin. Mabawasan yung time sa pagsusulat ng mga rules. But, only if understand natin yung mga rules themselves. But if nakalimutan natin, babalik tayo sa golden rule number 1, which is start with small examples. Tapos dito, lipat mo yung 3 sa kabila. Okay? Mawawala na siya dito. So, x is equal to 51 over 3 or x is equal to 17. Okay? Gets? So, try natin itong bagong rule na to dun sa problems natin dito. Or maybe this one. So, maybe last two problems na muna tayo for tonight kasi it's Sunday. Kailangan pang may pasok pa bukas. So, tutuloy natin yung mas mahirap na consecutive integer problems by next week. Okay, so kapit guys, medyo mahirap yata to, but kakayanan natin yun. So, tinuro ko kahapon, di ba? You have two options. Pwede mo i-simplify lahat, left-hand side, right-hand side. At if naka-fraction, pwede mo rin gawin niya i-times na lahat sa LCM nila. Yung LCM ng 5 and 2, it's 10. So, i-times mo lahat sa 10. Okay? So, isa pa, if masyadong marami, pwede mo siyang pagbukod-bukodin like this. Pwede mo siyang gawing 10 times 3x, 3 times x minus 5 over 5. Yan, okay. Let's write this one. Tapos, minus, yung negative dito. So, meron tayong tens, meron din tayong 7. Pwede mo na siya i-multiply. Minus 70 times 2 plus x. Tapos, meron tayong equals 10 ulit. Is equal to 10 times x minus 1 over 2. Ayan, so yung left talaga nung left tuloy. Ayan, okay. So, going back, we're natin simplify each of them. So, 10 divided by 5, that's gonna be 2, right? So, 2 times 3 is 6. Tapos, distribute mo na yung 6 dito. 6 times x, it's gonna be 6x. Tapos, 6 times negative 5, it's gonna be negative 30. Okay, positive times negative. So, wala na yung 5 dyan kasi times mo na siya. Tapos dito, ito yung technique dyan na, if may negative points, magdi-distribute kayo. Bigyan nyo muna ng bracket. So, 70 times 2 is 140. Tapos 70 times x is 70x. And then, this is equal to 10 divided by 2 is 5. So, 5 times x is 5x. Tapos, 5 times negative 1, it's gonna be negative 5. And then lastly, paano natin nisi-simplify pa to? Kailan lang kulang natin yung negative sign dito. So, this is gonna be 6x minus 30 minus 140 minus 70x is equal to 5x minus 5. So, wala na siyang magagawa doon. So, gawin natin dito, simplify pa natin yung kaliwa. So, sa kaliwa natin, 6x minus 70x, that's gonna be negative 64x. Tapos, dito, we have negative 140 minus 30, it's gonna be negative 170. Then, we have here 5x minus 5. Okay, nakasunod po. Actually, gets pa naman. Gets. So, dito, ano na yung magkangyari dyan? So, try natin yung mga magical rules natin. So, for dito, di ba, we have 64x here, we have 5x here. Gusto ka positive to eh. So, ilipat lang natin lahat ng 64x dito. So, magiging negative 70, negative 170 is equal to 64 plus 5, 69x. See how quickly. So, bakit natin siya ginawa? Kasi may plus 64 dapat tayo dito, di ba? Tapos plus 64 din dapat dito sa kabila. So yung base na isulat mo palagi yung plus 64, i-assume mo na mag-0 to. Tapos mapupunta yung kabaliktaran dun sa kabila. So magiging 69x siya. Okay? Then, ang next nating problem is yung negative 5. So, imbes na mag-plus 5 ka dito, tapos 0. Mag-plus 5 ka dito, tapos 0. Kunin mo na yung plus 5 dito. Magiging plus 5 na lang talaga siya. Kasi 0 na yung sa kabila eh. Okay, kaya babalik na rin mo na lang siya. Ang magiging sagot dyan is negative 170 plus 5, that's gonna be negative 165 is equal to 69x. Tapos, anong mangyayari dyan? Kailangan natin i-divide. Ilipat mo si 69 sa kabila. Nasa taas siya, so kailangan mo siyang ibaba. Magiging final answer is x is equal to negative 165 over 69. Ayan na talaga ng pen ko. Bumibigay na siya. Ayan. Okay. So, questions so far? Okay, questions so far. So, ganun. Dinanan ko na yung shortcut pero mas i-explain ko siya next time. Right now kasi. So, parang nagdala ko ng board ko. Magbigay ako ng mas malinaw na examples next time. Kasi hindi ko lang bakit bagal ng like, may internet sa interneting right now. So, ayan, okay. So far, may questions ba? Okay. So, if wala, magbibigay tayo ng one last example sa um, digit problem, sa consecutive integer problem. So, try natin i-culminate lahat ng natutunan natin tonight with this one last example. So, let me type problem. Let me pick one different problem. Digit problem. So, okay. So, for this last problem natin, let's solve this one. Find four consecutive odd integers such that sum of the second and the fourth is 63 more than 1/5 of the thing. Just yan. So, sa ating one last example, na yan. So first, sagot natin question, bakit natin kailangan pag-solve to ng walang choices? Kasi, actually, if may choices naman, pwede nyo lang i-try isa-isa eh, kung hindi mo match. But, if you try nyo isa-isa yung question yung choices, that's like 4 times the math. Compared sa pag isa-solve nyo na lang, maybe 1 or twice, siguro if yung math is 100, if isa-solve nyo siya ng isa lang, 25 to 50 lang siya, okay? It takes lesser time nang mag-solve if mastered mo na siya compared sa trial and error lagi. Imagine nyo out of the 50 items, kalahati doon is trial and error nyo lang lagi yung choices. You see the problem with that? So for this one, okay, try nyo guys. Bigyan ko kayo ng 3 minutes for this one. Find four consecutive odd integers such that the sum of the second, wait lang, hindi pala, wrong problem. Dali pala siya. Let me second, and the fourth. Sige, pwede na ata. Sige, ito na lang para medyo mabilis. So, please answer this in 3 minutes. Find four consecutive odd integers such that the sum of the second and the fourth is 63 more than 1/5 of the third. Okay, 3 minutes, go. Okay, 2 minutes. One minute. Okay, it's 1 minute. Okay, time's up. Let's see. Ilan sa inyo mga nagsagot? So, chat here. Let's see, may mga nakapag-solve pa. Let me see. You chat your answers if may mga nag-solve. Okay, yung mga nag-solve, chat mo yung answers niyo. Tapos solve natin siya sa class right now. So, let's try to solve this one. Find four consecutive odd integers such that the sum of the second and the fourth is 63 more than 1/5 of the third. So, ganun pa naman. Step 1 natin is let x simply. Okay? So, walang nagbabago sa steps natin. Ganun lang lagi tayo. Nagbabago lang is paano natin i-represent. Okay, it's always sa let x lang may nagbabago sa different types of algebra problems. Remember that. Okay, it's just the same step over and over again. So, first is let x. Yeah. Oh, ayaw bumutaw. Okay, where is this? Copy ko lang ito. So again, take number 2. So number 1 is let x pa rin. So ano yung x natin dyan? Di ba? 4 consecutive odd integers. So the 4 is x, x plus 2, x plus 4, and x plus 6. Ganun lang naman siya kasi add siya tapos integers. Okay? So yun, please don't leave kasi may big announcements tayo after this problem about sa changes natin starting next week. So, the sum of, so ayan. So we have this first 2, 3, and 4. Tapos, number 2 natin is equations lang din, which is, babasahin lang natin siya isa-isa. Okay? So, number 2 natin is yung equations mismo. So, sa equations natin, we have, uh, okay, look at this internet. So, yun. Such that the sum of the third of the second, sorry, such that the sum of the second and the fourth, so anong second natin? It's x plus 2, right? So, the sum of the second, which is x plus 2, and the fourth, which is x plus 6, ayun na yung magic word natin, s. So, this is equal sign. Is 63 more than 1/5 of the third. So, yung third natin is x plus 4. Tapos, ang unang binanggit is 63, right? So, this is gonna be 63 more than 1/5 of the third. So that's gonna be x plus 4 over 5. Okay, so imagine lang. Imagine if inisi-isa ninyo yung choices. Di ba may apat na numbers yun. So, process ninyo. Add 1/5 of the third. Medyo madali lang siyang i-mental, yes. But not all of them is like that. And dito papasok yung tuturo namin sa February. Tuturo namin kung paano mamili between check nyo muna yung choices and then isa-solve nyo na siya agad. Kasi dito, ang mahirap lang dito is 1/5 lang siya tapos plus 63. So kaya ko siyang i-mental if plus 63 lang naman. Pero if plus 100 na siya, hindi na. Tuturo namin siya. Okay. Choices versus solving. So right now, nainis na ako sa pen ko. Hindi ko naman natin solve fully. Solve ko na lang yung solution sa messenger. Pero let's take a break na for now kasi it's 10. Ito na ako sa announcements ko. Ayan, okay. So announcements muna tayo. Di mga makapag-turn on ng cameras. You can turn on your cameras kasi final goodbyes na tayo. It's gonna take a picture na lang that after. So, announcements natin. First is, okay, sa'yo pa rin. So first is, matatapos na tayo sa algebra equations this week, right? Tapos, ang problem natin is, nagpa-pure math pa lang tayo so far. It's because it's the first week. Getting ang second week, ibabalik na natin yung namimiss natin na yung sa general information and then sa verbal natin. Kasi if maalala niyo yung ating lesson plan, ulit agad yung lesson plan. Nangapa lang tayo this first week. Pinakinggan namin or pinansya namin yung reaction ng mga students yung pure math lang and then paano namin ipapasok yung verbal and yung general information sa gitna ng class. Is it before, within, or after? So, tapos sabi din sa pakaramdam ng period, and mag-adjust na tayo for next week. Wala na tayong i-skip after the exam, wala tayong verbal and general information. Tapos sa atin, ipapasok yung math natin. Okay? So, just to explain that below this then. And pakita ko rin, dun sa pinost natin, bakit hindi natin dapat bitawan yung general information. So, slow. This. Okay. Basically, related pa din. Okay. Ayan. Okay. So dito, yung in-upload namin kanina, just look at these two cases. So for example, dito sa case 1 natin, if 0 yung general information mo, para makapasa ka using your strength na verbal, you need to score of 38/40. Dalawang error lang siya. Check natin yung case number 5. Case number 4 pala. If at least maka 50% ka man lang sa general information, you just have to score 33/40 or 7 errors para makapasa. Ay, kulang pa pala to. Malaki pa rin siya. Ayan, 6 errors. Ayan, bababa siya sa 6 errors para makapasa ka. Gets? So, general information, yeah, it's just 5%. But look at these extreme scenarios. If 50% yung namali mo sa general information, or if 100%, just kalahati lang. Kasi kung gaano ka katiket, 34/40 tapos 38/40. Okay? Kaya babalik-balikan natin yun sa lessons natin. Diba? Dito sa lesson plan natin na ito ko lang to. Ay, di pala to yung ano. So, yan, sa lesson plan natin, lagi tayo may daily quiz. And dito pala sabi ng ayan, dito. Ayan, okay. Diba? Natapos natin to. Natapos natin yung first week ng numerical. Yes. Pero yung daily practices, hindi pa natin siya nagawa. Why? Kasi pinakaramdaman namin, dyan siya maganda ipasok. Tapos, pagdating ng second week natin, ayan, isimulan na natin to. Tatapusin pa rin natin to, yes. Pero magpa-proper review na tayo with the rest ng verbal and Philippine Constitution natin. Kasi nga, ito yung gano'ng ka-critical pa rin general information. Tapos, next week na rin, doon na namin hanapin. May mga nakausap na kami kanina, sino yung nahihirapan pa rin sa basics. So, magkakaroon kami ng special session, maybe pagka-afternoon sessions kami. Yung mga nahihirapan pa rin, simple solving for X. Nahihirapan pa yung ganun, just message me, sasama ko kayo dun sa group na yun. Meron tayong additional sessions kasi sa gabi natin is focus na lang tayo sa digit problem, word problem, age problem, yung mismong problems na lang. Tapos yung solving for X is i-afternoon session natin siya. Okay? So, with that, do we have any questions? Okay, if wala, let's just take a class picture for day 5. Sino mga pag-open ng cameras dyan? Tara, smile. Kailan analytical na? Ma'am, yan. Kakapakita ko lang na it's in February. Okay, okay, let me show that again. So, okay. Ayan, okay. Analytical natin is orange. It's in February. Why? Kasi kailangan natin ma-solve objectively. Natin ma-aral objectively yung numerical. Please watch my video. Dun ko baka explain ko to. Kasi once ma-aral natin lahat ng topics, ipapractice na lang natin siya para perfect na natin yung medical. Kasi analytical and verbal is made up siyang perfect. Kasi bukod dun sa basic rules, you need a lot of practice for it. Mas may chance tayo ma-perfect yung numerical kasi sa analytical. So, ganun yung approach natin dito sa EU. Okay? So, analytical is starting ng February. So, yan. Do you have other questions? Yeah. Okay, if not, let's take a picture. Okay, thank you guys. Sorry for the lagging internet tonight. And mas ayusin natin yung examples next week. Plus, yun nga, mas mahirap na yung lessons natin kasi kasabay-sabay na natin yung general information, some of the verbal stuff, and numerical. Okay? Bye-bye, guys.